Hi, welcome to the Verified Pipeline Execution 15.5 Kickoff. My name is jheimbuck, Product Manager for the Pipeline Execution Group here at GitLab. A reminder that this group is responsible for GitLab CI, pipelines, pipeline processing, as well as the category and features and merge trains. And I'm joined by our product designer, Vitika, today. You'll find a link to the kickoff page for 15.5 with links to these items and the Verify Stage Direction page with discussion of our future work in the comments below the video. You can always reach me at jheimbuck@gitlab.com with questions, or you can tag me in comments on any of the issues that we talk about today or anything with the label Group Pipeline Execution in the GitLab project. So I'm already sharing my screen of our planning issue. Sorry, I'm not. Now I'm sharing my screen with our planning issue for 15.5. And our theme for this milestone is the next step in secure pipelines. And so some of the goals that we're working on within the 15.5 milestone are first meeting our service level objectives for any critical reliability or performance issues, bugs that might pop up. Again, we've made great progress the last couple of quarters, so I really have no doubt that the team will be able to deliver on this goal in the milestone. Our second is really related to that theme of secure pipelines. And we're going to work on shipping. We may start and not finish, but our intent is to ship the next iteration in the CI job token work. And I've, in the planning issue here, put how that maps to our investment themes for the year. But what this really does is enable kind of that next step of letting other projects run pipelines securely without any worry about those tokens leaking, and that only that project can utilize your tokens within your project. And this is a big step in getting us closer to making secure CI job tokens the default in the 16.0 release, which is our target. And then our third goal is to enable our SRE team to set the cost factor for runners through the admin UI and completing the CI minutes work to do that. We've been working on this project for quite some time. I feel like we've been talking about CI minutes and our kickoffs almost all year, if not longer. But we're really close to wrapping up that work and having already met our goal that users of GitLab SaaS shared runners can see their CI/CD minute consumption with a good understanding of which projects or groups are consuming the most minutes out of their quota. And so I'll hand it over to Vitika now to discuss some upcoming usability improvements that the team is exploring for later this year.
Thank you, James. As you open the issue, I would just talk a little about what we are looking forward to doing this milestone on the UX side. So previously I spoke about, and also like we shared our progress around the work that we did for making, for adding configuration to the user namespace level for users to be able to control their project CI/CD consumption. So being able to control their quota or add a quota to projects for CI/CD minutes. We took our solution for a validation research, spoke to many users, and we also received many good insights that helped us like make meaningful changes to the proposal that we had in the first place. Now, moving on to the next step of that work is the issue, which is where did it go? I think it's in another tab, James.
Notifications for failed scheduled pipelines?
No, the other one, the configure CI/CD.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah. So this issue is the next step. Like we validated how it looks like for user namespace and whether or not the experience that we're providing was useful and both usable. Now we are going to take that work forward, implement the design for groups, and it's definitely going to be much more complex because when we talk about groups, we also talk about the subgroups which are nested inside it. Yeah, and then once we are confident with our proposal, we'll again take it for validation. Then moving on to the no notification for failed scheduled pipelines. Now, when a person creates a scheduled pipeline, they own it by default. And if they decide to leave the organization or the project or the group, the ownership is not shifted by default. And this is a problem because then if anything happens to the pipeline, if it fails, nobody gets the notification for that. So we will be fixing that behavior. We'll be amending the rules there and also look for any other scope for any other change in this. And that's the two works that I would mostly be focusing on this milestone.
Fantastic. That validation step is so important. And I'm really glad that we do that so that we get solutions in front of users early in the process. I'm really excited to see the exploration around the notification for failed scheduled pipelines. That's a great step for us. As users talk about things fail all the time, I don't know, especially when changing owners of those scheduled pipelines, which is a really common use case. So super exciting stuff that we're working on. So we're really excited for 15.5. If any of these issues are interesting to you, feel free to tag us in those. And you can always reach out to me at jheimbuck@gitlab.com. Thanks.